Hey guys, this is Cubest, the best way to solve a cube, and today we're going to solve the 4x4. So before we start solving the cube, we need to know the moves. So the normal moves as we know in the 3x3 is right, right prime, up prime, left prime, front prime, back prime, down and down prime. But in a 4x4 we have the option of moving 2 rows. So we can denote this for simplicity, this movement as small r, and this is small r prime. Similarly, this is small u and this is small u prime. This is small d, that is down, and small d prime. And this is small f and small f prime. So capital letters indicate one row and small letters indicate 2 rows. One more thing to know before we start is that the 4x4 does not have any centerpieces. We will have to form them. So in the case of a 3x3, we have the centerpieces already designed for us. But in this case, the centerpieces are at different locations. So we must follow the color scheming correctly or else we won't be able to solve this. So the color scheme is I remember it this way. If you hold the blue face in front of you, then the red should be on your right, yellow should be on your top, orange should be on your left, white down, and the back should be green. So we will follow this coloring scheme to first align the centerpieces. So what we generally do to solve these centerpieces is that we choose one color first. I have chosen blue to be the first face we see. So we hold blue in front of us such that it faces us. So we have to choose the blue. So what we generally do is we form 2 bars and then we do one formula. So we have to make a small square and a small blue square come over here. So that's simple. We just twist this so that it comes here perfectly. Yes. Now we have one small bar. Now we have another bar over here. We should make another bar in this location. So now we need to bring another small blue square right here. It's over here. So now you do the formula: right, up twice, right prime. So now you can see that we have solved the blue centerpiece. Similarly, we have to solve the other pieces. Now holding blue such that we see when we face it ourselves, if we look at up face, it is yellow. So we must solve the yellow centerpiece. So similarly, we have to form one bar here and one bar on top. So we form 2 bars. Now we do the formula again. Please note that this is small r. This is small r which I am saying. Small r, up twice, small r prime. So again we have solved the yellow centerface. So now we have, when we hold the blue, when we look up it's yellow, and when we look at the right of blue it's red. It should be red. Now this is already solved for us, this part, and the piece that we need is way back here. So we arrange it and we send the red piece that is here down. So when we see one bar is here, it's not here but it's way back here. So we do R twice, that is 1, 2, and then back twice, and then R prime twice. Basically you just have to mess up with the pieces so that you get your centerpiece. It doesn't matter how you do it, you just need to get it done. So when we hold the cube again, blue is in front, yellow is on top, red is on right, and orange should be on left. So orange should come over here. So again we form the bar. So now you do the formula, small r, up twice, small r prime. So when you look here, blue, yellow on top, red on right and orange on left. Now white should be on bottom of blue. So now we can do the bar system again. Now that we have solved all the centerpieces, green will automatically appear in the back of blue. So if we see the coloring scheme, when we face blue, yellow is on top, red is on the right, orange is on the left, white is on the bottom, and green is way back here. So now there are 12 pairs of edge pieces that need to be paired to each other, so that when we finish pairing them, this entire 4x4 gets converted into 3x3. So this should be one edge, this should be one edge, and this should be one edge. So now each edge piece in a 4x4 consists of two smaller edge pieces. This is the upper one and this is the lower one. You must choose either one of them, more preferably the upper one, and find the corresponding matching bottom piece and bring it over here. So if we choose white and red, we must find the corresponding bottom edge piece, that is white and red. It's over here, and we must bring it over here, that is laterally opposite. So now we have white and red over here and white and red over here, and we must do this formula: small d prime, left prime, front, up prime, left, front prime, d, small d. So when we finish doing this formula, you will find out that this edge piece is formed. So if we imagine this to be a single piece, the edge piece that we have formed right now is the white and red edge piece, that is corresponding to a 3x3. So each two small edge pieces comprise to form one big edge piece in a 4x4, which translates to one single edge piece in a 3x3. So when we complete all these edge pieces, we can solve the 4x4 like a 3x3. Let's find one more edge piece to solve. So let's choose this yellow and orange, and let's find the corresponding edge piece. It's over here. So now we bring it down. So yellow and orange, opposite of which yellow and orange is there. And we do this formula: small d prime, left prime, front, up prime, left, front prime, small d. So you can see again that we have solved the orange and yellow edge piece. So this is one edge piece if we try to solve the 4x4 like the 3x3. So you can see orange and yellow. So in 4x4, this translates as one edge piece, but it is technically two small edge pieces. So similarly, we can solve the edge pieces of every pair with the same formula. So now that you have solved and paired up all the edge pieces, you can see that this is a centerpiece of similarly to a 3x3 cube, and this is the centerpiece over here for orange, and this is the edge pieces. For example, this is the green and white edge piece. So how we can solve this is like similarly how I taught you to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube, by doing the dandelion, the white cross, then you do the second layer, and then you do the final layer. What I will teach you to solve in this video is that how to solve the last layer, because solving the other two layers is simple. Solving the first two layers is simple if you know how to pair up the edge pieces and to recognize how it is like a 3x3. So let me just show you a quick preview. For example, the first one is the dandelion. So first you have to put a yellow center and bring in the white petals. So now you have the white petals. Now you mash the edge pieces, bring it down. So you have the white cross with this. First you solve the first layer. So this will be your first layer. Mind you, I have mentioned all of these in a previous video before, how to solve the 3x3. I'm just showing how you have to understand. For example, this is the first layer. Now it might be confusing what the second layer is. Is it this or is it this? This is actually the second layer, this entire middle strip. So now you can see that I have solved how we would solve the first two layers of the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. You can clearly see that if I hold it like this is what we are seeing, right? So this is the first layer and these two layers form the second layer. It takes a while to recognize this, but when you do, it's very noticeable. So now what can happen in the last layer is that what we would do normally in the last layer. So what we would do in the last layer is we have to form the other cross, and we do like the formula, right? Front, up, right, up prime, right prime, front prime, and you keep doing that until you get the yellow cross. If we do the same formula over here, we are not getting the yellow cross. We are getting sort of a T over here, with this being twisted, this edge piece being twisted. Don't worry, don't start doing the formula again and again. You will come back again to this. So the formula to solve this is pretty long, so I just display the formula and I just do it and show you. Once again, I'll show the formula again. So you have the T over here. So you hold the piece which is troubling you in front of you and you do this formula. So now you can see that the yellow cross has been formed. That formula which I have mentioned, the edge parity formula, is pretty long and it takes a while to memorize, but once you memorize it, and it becomes a muscle memory. It's really helpful, and even in solving the 5x5 and the 7x7 and the 6x6, it really helps in solving because there are a lot of scenarios where edge parity comes up as a burden. A final edge parity that may occur when the final stage of solving the cube is that this middle layer is completely shifted. That is, what is supposed to be here is shifted over here, and apart from that, everything else is solved. Even doing the last formula in the 3x3 Rubik's Cube, you can't do that. You just keep on trying, it just keeps on popping. So when you encounter this situation, you have to look at the cube like this, and I told you that there are two stripes, right? So we call this M1 and M2. So you do M2 twice, up twice, M2 twice again, small u twice, and then M2 twice, and then you do, this stripe is just there. This is just staying out as usual. Just twist it and you solve the Rubik's Cube. This is how you solve the final edge parity issue. So now you officially solve the 4x4 Rubik's Cube.